Hey, what's going on guys, Henning here, and I just picked up the Killzone 3 standalone multiplayer. For those that don't know, Killzone 3's multiplayer component has just been sort of re-released on the PlayStation Network as a standalone title for the princely sum of £15. So before I get into my regular gameplay commentary type thing, I'm just going to assume you don't have a fucking clue what's going on. So I'll do like a brief explanation of this. So like I say, it's £15 or £6 if you're on PlayStation Plus like me. So you can pick it up pretty cheap. But it is just Killzone 3's multiplayer. That's all it is. So you're not playing on like your own servers. You're playing with all the people that are still playing Killzone 3, and you're playing with all the people that are playing this. So likewise, if you still have Killzone 3, you know there's life in the old dog yet. And you're going to see an influx of new players joining. There is a trial, weighs in about 4.5 gigabytes, that's the full game, and you can play it up until level 10, so bear in mind if you're someone that got rid of Killzone like me, and you're sort of trying it out again, if you're past level 10 you're probably not going to be able to play the trial. Like, I was level 9 and this was the only game I managed to get in before the trial ended, but yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, for those who like really don't know, this is a class-based shooter. Think of it as sort of the classes and weapons of Battlefield put into the small maps of Call of Duty. So you've got these big, violent, loud guns that kick a lot and pack a heavy punch in these like small, reined-in maps, like arena style. And like I say, it's class-based, so you're not just like picking any gun. You have specific roles to play and specific weapons. So each class basically has 3 different weapons that you can unlock. You need to unlock your sidearm as well, which is kind of interesting. So by default, you only start with a primary weapon, so it's got very brutal combat. People take a bit more damage than you're probably used to if all you play is Call of Duty. But yeah, a lot of people really hate. Well, especially Xbox players really hate the movement and everything in this because it's really heavy. It's not slow, it's not clunky. You just feel like you're a heavily armoured badass. Like, you're not sprinting around on roller skates or anything. Like, you're a dude fully suited up with a ton of gear on, and that's what it feels like. That's not a bad thing, like it's not a negative thing. It's sort of like Battlefield, how the motion is quite realistic. And you know, if you go prone in Battlefield and try and stand back up, then it takes a while because, I mean, you're loaded down with equipment. So it's in that same sort of vein. So yeah, it's still quite fast paced considering that. Especially if you're playing a tactician like me, because you basically have your own personal UAV and you can do little sweeps of your vision and tag people like this. And I can also throw out markers that call in sentry guns, or the sentry droids. Those are sentry guns. But yeah, I haven't really dabbled with many of the other classes. Even when I played this game when it first came out, all I played was a tactician. It's because I hate infiltrators. These pesky motherfuckers. Look at that, brutal kills me. These guys are snivelling little bitches and they hide as your teammates. And the game is full of them, and it's the reason I quit playing, why I originally quit playing. But with the influx of new players that's come from Killzone multiplayer and the fact that a lot of these guys were just playing this as a sort of stopgap between Call of Duties or whatever, a lot of the douchebaggery and a lot of the infiltrators are actually gone. So you can have fun with this game again, which I never really managed to do when it was first out. I barely held a 1 KD. This game just kicked my ass. I couldn't kill anyone. I was getting killed all the fucking time. Mostly by corner camping infiltrators, so it's like, you look in the corner, oh look, it's a teammate, you turn around, you're dead. So I really hated, you know, the way people played this game. It was unnecessary, and I gave up on it, but now it's been re-released, I decided, you know, I'd give it another chance. And I'm actually enjoying it. Like, my KD has improved drastically. Like, just in 3 games I managed to get it from like a flat 1 to a 1.60. Another goddamn infiltrator. Look at him, he's clueless. Just bad players. Yeah, I got gameplay coming up of just really terrible just the average people that play infiltrators is how god awful they are. But yeah. So anyway, it's class based, sort of like Battlefield or Team Fortress, so it's quite interesting. It's a bit out of the ordinary. It's very limited in terms of weapon choice. Each class only has, you know, 3 that you can unlock, which actually kind of keeps things quite balanced, since all the classes are sort of tailored for specific roles and you can't really break out of that too much. Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's on dedicated servers, so if you are experiencing lag, someone in there is on like dial-up, or they just shouldn't be in there, they're playing in the wrong region. So yeah, it's very stable. You know, there's not really frame rate issues. It really puts the PS3's grunt to use. And surprisingly enough, it actually has its own full independent trophy sport. So, and when I say full, I mean there's a platinum. So, even though it's like a standalone component from a game that's already been released and has been out for quite a long time, you've got a whole other set of trophies to work on. And most of them are actually quite reasonable. There's a couple that are kind of like, those are going to be quite hard to get, especially because you're relying on the actions of other people to get them. So, but yeah, it's quite cool to see that there's I mean, I'm not really like a trophy crazy guy. I mean, yeah, they're nice, but you know, I'm not that fussed. I don't go chasing platinums or whatever. But it is kind of cool that a small network game that is essentially just a reissue, a part reissue of something that's already been out, is quite cool that it has got a platinum trophy. So yeah, also included in the price is all the map packs. So the only way I would recommend you buy this, if you still own Killzone 3, the only way I could recommend you buy this is if you're on PlayStation Plus and you don't have the map packs. That's the only way I can recommend you get this. Otherwise, you know, you just keep playing it, you know. There's a whole influx of new players. It's not hard to find games. There's still a lot of people playing, obviously, because it's just been re-released. You know, like I say, there's been a big influx of new players, so yeah, it's keeping things fresh. It's pretty cool. And apparently there's going to be some sort of pesky motherfucking infiltrators. Apparently there's going to be some sort of reward for having both the games played on your account. So no idea what that's going to be, but kind of looking forward to it. It's probably going to be like a new like exclusive map pack or something. But anyway, yeah, once you purchase the unlock after you tried the trial, you get 24 hours double XP, and that's not in-game time, that's counting down after you buy it, so keep that in mind. And 3 career unlocks, so pretty useful, I guess. But yeah, if you've been playing this before, like if you're someone like me who gave up on Killzone and is now just like sort of wanting to pick this up to give it a go, just bear in mind that if you're past level 10, you're not going to be able to play the trial. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I was level 9 in this game, and I actually level up in the match, so I don't get to see the end result screen. It just bumps me onto a splash page. It's like, hey, buy the game now. So I was slightly disappointed in that. I mean, I didn't get to see my score or anything at the end, but last time I checked, I was up at the top, so yeah, pretty good. But yeah, now I'm going on my kill streak, and just really surprised about this gameplay, especially since it's like my first game back, and I just never did well. I always went like negative or flat. I really ended up despising this game. You know, I just felt like everyone... It's just one of those games where it just feels like everyone else is doing something that you're not. Or like, everyone else's guns are better than yours, or it's like, you're shooting someone, they just don't go down. It got kind of ridiculous, but I don't know, after taking like a huge break from it and playing loads of other stuff and playing like Battlefield and Gotham City and stuff, just intensely playing a lot of other shooters, just now coming back to it, it makes sense, and I'm managing to enjoy it. So there we go, just a basic little team deathmatch. Splash screen with all the details, just because my stupid ass ended the trial because I was already level 9. But yeah, that was a 24 and 6 for the 10 kill streak, and I got more gameplays on the way, so yeah, thanks for watching.